Hi there, lovelies. It seems like absolutely ages because it has been. Sorry, but welcome back to another studio vlog. I hope you liked the intro where I did like a little ASMR packaging. I'm experimenting with sound at the moment, but look, here we go. I have a new speaker. Jolly job with that. I've got some lighting. If you could see my setup, it's very little, but hey, I've got to start somewhere. Anyway, what's been happening? I've been super busy. I went to see my family in Australia, so that's probably why I've been a little bit quieter. They all live in Australia. I currently live in the UK. My husband's in the UK. I love it here, so I'm going to be staying for good. But all of my family, my mom, my dad, my grandparents, my sisters, brothers, they all live in Australia, and it had been 4 years because of COVID. And I finally got to see them, so thank you, hello, by the way. Missing you all so much, but really happy at the same time to be back here in the Lillbits studio. What I have got is some footage though. We went whale watching, so I'll probably put that in and tie it into this vlog somehow. Okay, in terms of the Lillbits studio, I have, as of today, 14 orders to package up and get sent out. The Royal Mail are on strike again. So I've kind of, in one sense, it means that the orders that I took down yesterday to my little local post office, they have them, but they're not going to get shipped out. So if you've ordered recently on Thursday or Friday, just to let you know, there's probably a slight delay, but I've also got to package some more up, so I'll try and share that with you as part of this vlog too. Other things, if I actually bring you down here, I've got some products to share with you. I've done an exclusive for my lovely Patreon, so thank you. I have 5 now, and you know, I'm really happy about that, because they're 5 really loyal people, and they've stuck with me. Sorry, there's some random person walking out there, probably looking at me wondering what I'm doing. Anyway, back to the vlog. So yeah, so I've got some products, and my 5 Patreons have already seen these, so thank you very much. If you're interested in joining my Patreon, you can join from as little as £2, I think it is, up until there's like a £10 tier, and then an international tier, which is a little bit more because it covers postage. The higher tiers, there's a monthly goodie box. Speaking of which, I have to get that one out too, so I shall add that to my mental to-do list for now. But yeah, so if you want to go and have a look, do check it out. I always put a link in the description underneath this vlog, so go have a little look. Before I show you these new products, I have a bit of news though. This is where I need that like flashing sign. I'm still working on the editing skills, so if I've made it work, there should be, hopefully, some flashing around here now. But I've had my very first ever contact with somebody who'd like to sponsor one of my videos, so I won't tell you any of the news just yet or who it is, but hopefully that means in the next coming probably month or so there will be my first ever sponsored video vlog. So thank you very much, and I thought what I'd also do is take you along on the process with that of how it works, because I'm learning so much just with communication that we've started already. But if that's of any use to anyone, just let me know and I'll do like a separate vlog about that for it too. So anyway, let's have a look at these products. I'm going to pop you down here. Excuse the mess. I did say I'm in the middle of doing orders right now. Here we go. Okay, so let's pop you down here with my glamorous flat leggings on. Okay, I'll turn it that way. So, Firstly, let me just zoom you in a bit closer. There you go, is that alright? Yeah, I'm just going to readjust you as well. Adjust your mouse. So let's move you across a little bit. There you go. So you get a shot of the products. The dream of saving up for a really good camera is still in the works. So firstly, my Panda Boo and Friends pins. Here he is. This is Rocky the Rhino. Get it right, Karen. The first batch, he wasn't well made very well at all. I'm fumbling today, aren't I? Sorry. But there you go. Here he is, back in stock. And he's now available over on the Lillbits store. Double fastenings as well. That's super cute. This was part of the Panda Boo collection, and I've shown these to my patrons already, but I thought you might like to have a look at the key rings have arrived. So that's Panda Boo. A few people who backed my Kickstarter, your key rings, by the way, are going out tomorrow, so that you've got your pre-order key ring. So that's Timmy the Fox. I've got Huey, the Highland Cow. And how these are made, by the way, they're double-sided printed. You get to choose so many different cloths, and I've gone with a like a double fastening this time. This one does come off, so you can kind of have a choice. And if I turn it sideways for you, so it's printed on two different sides, reverse printing, and then the top is like a raised, really smooth epoxy coating, I think they called it. But I'm really happy with the quality of these. If I show you the difference, I've tried a few in the past. I think this was Zap Creatives. I tried a wooden one, and he's still cute. I never actually put these in the store though, because it was just like a sample. I had a few made. What I might do though is I have 3 of those left. If anybody watching this vlog would really like one, there are a couple of indents, which is why I didn't go with this in the end, but you can hardly even tell. But if anybody really wants one, I have 3 of him, 3 of Henry's in wooden. So if you put a comment, send me a message, and I'll actually send him off to you for free. So there you go. There's no point him hanging up over here when he could be in someone's house. Anyway, so Dickens was actually a redo because I'd sold out of Dickens. So there's Dickens. Harry Hedgehog, loving Harry the Hedgehog, by the way. It's really quite shiny. How it comes, I do try to put a handwritten message on the back, but there's a little protective layer on the back you can peel off, and it makes him even shinier, but just protects him. The front doesn't need it because it's got that epoxy coating, but that's Harry. And then you've got Huey. So the other thing that's arrived, yay! And again, this was funded as part of the Kickstarter. If we've got here my very first ever sketchbook, and what I've done with this one, so I've already sent these off to the Kickstarters, apart from those who ordered the dot grid, because when they sent it, they accidentally sent the graph grid. It might have been a miscommunication, but these have now arrived literally just this week, so I will be sending these off to the people, and I believe there's only one left. So I have got it up as a pre-order listing at the moment though, because I like it so much I'm going to order some more. And I went with Vogue Grace again. So if I didn't mention, Vogue Grace with the key rings, and it's really quite thick. Don't know if you can see on there. Try and show you that way. It's really quite thick, and the added bonus is it has like a little pocket too, and it comes with a blue ribbon, which is really nice. I've left the front panel, so I think if you have Posca markers, or you want to make your own stickers or vinyl stickers, or put your own message for your reason, I thought that's quite a nice unique thing to do. And then it does seal as well. So yeah, what do you think? And what it is, it's kind of hardback, but it's got like a soft touch as well. So I don't class them as hardback. I call them leatherette because that's actually what they use. But it is quite sturdy, and those Kickstarter backers who've had theirs arrived have been really happy with them. So Anyway, as I said, there's a pre-order listing for that one over on the Lillbits store if you want it. Let's just put you back into focus, shall we? Okay, so I'll come back on. Ta-ta. If you could see my setup, you would literally be like, Karen, what are you doing? Okay, I'm back. By the way, my little Henry picture, I had a clear snaps, came in about 3 vlogs ago. I put that on. I'm really happy. I've left him up to see if the quality is okay, and it's not too bad, to be fair. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a whole heap of different content that I've kind of been storing up. So I've got packaging my biggest order ever. So I'll be putting that one on for you. I've got a little bit of behind the scenes footage from different things I've been working on. And to finish off with, I thought I'd come back and I'd say a little goodbye. So thanks for watching. Whatever you're doing, remember, try your hardest to make every day count. And I know times are quite tricky at the moment, and can I just say that I appreciate every single person who watches the vlog or comes over to Instagram, or any likes that I get on pictures. You really, really are helping make my dream become a reality. I'm still working, I'm working 3 days a week as a teacher in a private school at the moment, and it is ultra busy. But I am loving the fact that my Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I can now spend time on creating new products, doing new designs, and working in a Lillbits store. Part of this vlog, I'm also going to do like a new design picture with you using Procreate. So if you're interested in that, be sure to stay tuned. Anyway, let me know if you're happy with me coming back on for an introduction at the beginning and the end again. I think I kind of chickened out because we all do, don't we, sometimes? And a lot of my vlogs I've had voiceovers, which I love doing, don't get me wrong. You'll probably have a few as I'm packing orders and things today, but do let me know, and if I haven't scared you away, that's a bonus. Anyway, I'll speak to you again at the end. I'll see you soon. Bye. So here I've got my Sakura Temple pin design that I'm working on. So what I thought I'd do is I'd add a little bit of colour on that final layer. Now I've actually already gone along, and I'm just going to use that brush there, and I'm going to have a little go at, let me just turn you sideways for a minute, adding some colour. So if I zoom in, I'm going to make a layer and make sure I'm actually using the line digital brushes. So that's just like a little collection. So what I'm going to do is go on in, and what I've done is I've created most of the outlines already. I thought I might as well finish colouring this one in with you while I talk about my new Sakura Temple pin. So I currently have a pre-order for this one on my store if you're interested, and I thought you might also like to see. I've already done the white layer, by the way. So the reason that I do the blue at the end is kind of leaving any colour parts that have got a lot left. But can you see there's like a little bit of black there? So I'm just going to pick up that white layer up here. I'm just going to swap the colour back to white. And I've learned a new skill, by the way, because I want to keep that brush size for later on. I'm just going to add a little thing. So I just hit the plus sign there and it remembers. So now for now I can go down and just making sure that I'm on that white layer. I can make it as small as I like. Just go back in and fix. If I zoom in to show you, can you see where some of the blue is coming through? Okay, so I'm just going to go back in and fix that. Have a look while I'm there if there's any more. There's one there. I love using Procreate, by the way. My little Apple iPad. I am going to be designing a new butterfly design probably later this afternoon. Okay, but that looks, to zoom in, yeah, that looks okay. So now remember I said that, just double check some of these, yeah, they're okay. Remember I said that I'd save that brush. So if I go back to the layer where I'm colouring in the blue, I'm just going to tap with my finger, it changes it. And then if I hit that again, it goes back to the brush size I had before. Don't you think that's clever? I do. I only discovered that the other day. Shout out to Lisa Glans, by the way. She's an amazing artist. I think she's based in New Zealand actually. And I found out with her. So I'm just going to take the eraser, just make sure that, by the way, I can turn the background onto white. Let's have a look, just so that you can see, and I've got a separate layer where I can create the colour palettes if I need to, but going back onto that blue layer, yeah, we're fine. I'm just going to head back in. As I said, I've already done the white. I was going to do a step-by-step to show you everything, but this would have been a 3-hour-long vlog. And nobody wants that. So let's just add some colour. Now I'm planning to have, remember I can just move that brush down and I'll remember next time. I'm planning to have a gold plating on this one. And so all of the gold that you see here, it's kind of a browny gold at the moment. They will all be the enamel plating, and there's some tiny parts I'll probably go back and finish later too. But I thought you might find this useful. Have a little look at how I'm adding colour to my pin design. Now the idea, or the thing about a pin design, if this was an art print, I would then go back and add shadows and highlights. But because it's a pin design, you kind of need to remember that you're limited to kind of, in a way, zones and colours. I like to call it zones and colours. If the lines are too fine, so when I finally have this approved by my manufacturer, we may have a discussion to say, let's rub that out, that some of these lines around here, for example, are just too fine and may not work out. So, yeah. There's a little bit more that was missing the white, so like I did before, I'm just going to go to that white layer, tap on white, make the brush as small as I like, and just fix some of those. Yes, as I was saying, if this was an art print, I would now be adding shadows, highlights. I've had a little play around with adding some glitter too, which I'll show you in a minute, because I would really like, let's go back to the right layer. I would really like to be able to add some glitter, I think, to the water at the bottom here. Just finish off this part. And then also I'd love to have some glitter up on the sun at the top. Now the screen, it looks quite orangey. It's really more of a reddy colour, a reddy pinky sun, because I thought it might go nicely. And then the idea is this pin has been designed as a deluxe pin. I did have it as like an extension to my Kickstarter, but it wasn't, it was kind of just like an add-on bonus. But I really love the design so much that I want to create it as a pin. It's going to be 2 inches, which sounds quite big, but if I was to show you, here we go, we're chatting. So this is my little bunny pin. Okay, here's 1.5 inches. Now the concern I had is if I made it 1.5, I think a lot of this detail will be lost. So he's going to be 2 inches, which is the same height as, oh, here's the owl. As the owl, if I show you the difference. Okay, so bunny and owl. Okay, so I think the 2 inches, I mean, I'll talk to the manufacturer, but I think that would mean that the detail's not lost because there's quite a lot happening there. And sometimes if you've got too much and you really don't want to compromise on the design, the next idea is to go a size bigger on the actual pin size. I don't think that's too large for people to wear. I hope not anyway. But yeah, so there you go. So I'm just double checking. And what do you think? I'll hold it up for you so you can see a bit better. Yeah, so it's got Sakura flowers, which is the theme of my pins that I'm having made. And then you've got the temple. And these are the white parts. I put them on a separate layer, by the way, so I can turn them off and on. They're going to be screen print, so when the pin is made and the enamel is filled, the last step will be to add glitter. That's quite cute. I've also created like a little background of lines just to use that as part of a preview, which I'm really happy with. Let's turn that colour swatch off in a moment. We don't need that one. But yeah, what do you think? Do you like it? As I said, it's currently available as a pre-order in my store. It is quite expensive to make, so I've had to set a limit. So once I have, say, 20 people hit the pre-order, then I can have him made. but I like it so much that I'm going to try and fund as much of it as I can myself too. So yeah, there you go. As promised, if I head back, I've been colouring things lately, to a glitter version, I've had a little play around with adding some glitter, just a glitter effect, just so you get an idea of what it's going to look like with the glitter as well. But yeah, let me know what you think. There he is.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day. It is waiting for us. There's a new day waiting round the bend. There's a new day, and it will restore us. There'll be new ways. This is not the end.
Hi guys, as promised I'd come back at the end of the video. It's been a busy vlog, this one, hasn't it? I hope you really like how my Procreate design turned out too. Do let me know. And I thought I'd finish with having a little chat with you about what's actually my hobby. Russell has came in really excited a couple of weeks ago and said, oh, I've had this idea of a new business venture for you. So bless his cotton socks. So he's decided that we're going to have a little try at doing some mug press making. Now I think I'll have to look at the prices, but I know it's quite expensive to send mugs to the US, for example, but I'll have a look into it. And so initially I'll probably make just a few mugs, pop in the store, to sell locally, and if they do well and if I have interest for people overseas, just let me know. But he's really, really excited. We're going to go with the Cricut mug press. So Cricut, if you're listening and you'd like to sponsor me, comment in the section down below, message me. It's a yes from me. But anyway, so in the next couple of weeks I'm going to be researching. We don't have a sublimation printer. I just have a normal Canon printer at the moment. If you go back a couple of vlogs, I do share that with you as well. So what we're going to do is I'm researching into companies that will print the sheets for me, and then I'm going to use the Cricut mug press. And what I thought I would do is like a behind the scenes of unboxing it and putting it together, making the mugs, a few trial and error designs and things like that. So if you're interested, that should be coming soon. My hubby is very excited. So I have to feel that enthusiasm too. I'm going to. I'm sure when I have that first mug in my hand, I will. But yeah, so the idea is to train him up and get him working on doing mugs, because when I'm working at the school I work at, I can send him off to do some mugs if people like them. So also, if you have a particular design from the Lillbits store that you really like, I think we're definitely, where's our little Henry? Oh, by the way, don't forget, if you want one of these, the first 3 people to send me a message, I will send them to you for free. Because I don't want to share details like addresses and things, if you just message me over on Instagram as well, that's absolutely fine. I'll let you know when he's gone. But I thought we might do a Henry design first on the first mug, and I'll have a little play around whether I put him on his picket fence or put some wording. So if you've got some ideas, do let me know. But yeah, so that's coming, very exciting. Adding to the mix of other things that are going on. But thanks again for watching this vlog. If you've watched all the way to the end, I'm going to now put a little discount code up for you, and that will be valid in my store for the whole month of October. I've got another vlog. I'm trying really, really hard, cross my fingers, to do a vlog every Sunday. So let's see how we go. And yes, hopefully I will see you again next Sunday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.